you're finding yourself without the time or energy to fulfill your purpose. There's all these things that you know you need to do and you want to do for yourself and for others, but you just can't find the time, or when you do have the time, you're burnt out and you don't have the energy to do it. Today I'm going to tell you what it is that's truly getting in the way of your purpose. And no, it's not porn, it's not watching Netflix, it's not playing video games, it's not all these other things you hear people saying it is. It's this one thing. It's very simple, but it's very tough to overcome. I myself am learning and continuously learning to deconstruct this and move away from this type of thinking and behavior. Before I tell you what it is, let me just let you in on how I've realized this for myself. And it's through failed relationships. Now that could be with partners, romantic, or it could be with friendships, but it always comes down to this. And it's poor boundaries. It's people pleasing. It's those feelings of not feeling worthy of love and feeling well enough in yourself to go after the things that you know will fulfill your mission here on earth and your purpose to serve other people. Poor boundaries really is the right word for it, because it comes from this mentality of lack, this perception that we think we are not worthy of love, like I mentioned, that it's not already there within us and around us, that we somehow have to claw and vie and manipulate to get that love, get that approval. And so we people please. We say yes to things that we don't 100% agree with, that we're not 100% okay with. We consent to things without true consent. And when we do this, we let ourselves down. We ostracize ourselves. We say, this person's needs are more important than mine, than what I'm truly feeling. I want to protect them from feeling these hard, tough emotions. But on the inside, we put it onto ourselves then, because we can't own up to what we want, what we truly desire, in fear that we will be outcasted. Not only are we dealing with these feelings of ostracization and ironically ostracizing ourselves, we are also building up this resentment, this misdirected and misguided resentment towards the other people who we've been pleasing, towards the people who we haven't been truthful with. And that's unfair because it's uncalled for. It wasn't their decision for us to say yes. It's on us to be truthful and honest in our yeses and the things we agree to. And the reason why all of this blocks your purpose and it drains your energy is because you're giving to other people from a place that you don't really want to give. Is that true service? That's not true service. That's actually a disservice. We are actually doing a disservice to them, ourselves, and the people we are actually supposed to be serving when we say yes to things that we don't actually want to do, because that robs us of the time and energy that we need to be serving the people that we're supposed to be serving, that we all know. There's people in your mind that you do things for, whether it's your parents, you want to retire them. You have an audience that you want to care for, that you want to nurture, that you want to help. You have a partner, you have a sibling that you do it all for. But instead, you're unable to give and provide because you are giving to the wrong things. Because you are unable to be truthful with yourself and with other people. Now, this is likely formed during childhood as a defense mechanism, people pleasing. You learn that it was safer to just put other people's needs ahead of yours. While that's okay as a child, and it's valid, it's a valid strategy to survive, as adults, it's our responsibility to break that pattern down and to learn how to properly set up healthy boundaries so that we can have healthy relationships and so that we can have a healthy life filled with passion, mission, and purpose, so we can serve other people, so we can stick to that one true purpose. And if you haven't watched it already, I keep saying our one true purpose is service. I have a whole video on that. Go ahead and watch that after this one. I'll link it just so you know what I'm talking about. How do we actually do that? How do we actually build better boundaries? Well, we need to become aware. We need to be honest, like, hey, I've been doing this. I've been weak in my boundaries. I've been people pleasing. We need to start being honest with ourselves. And then we start being honest with the people we care about, the people we want to keep in our lives. Here's the thing. Boundaries aren't there to push people away. They're there to keep people in. They are the guides to how we want to engage in the relationship. Once you do this, though, it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. I can't guarantee that there's not going to be heartbreak, that there are people you'll find out who won't actually like you when you're no longer a people pleaser, when you're no longer putting their needs ahead of yours. I'm not going to lie to you. Some people will fall out of your life, but that's okay, because the people who understand, the people that remain, they're on their shit too. They understand because they get it. They have the healthy boundaries of their own. So they know what it looks like. They know what boundaries look like. They know how to respect them because they also like theirs being respected too. Although it might hurt in the beginning, it's worth it. It's going to be worth it, I promise you. I'm in this stage myself, and I believe it's a lifelong journey, right? Healing isn't linear, but only good can come out of clearing the way for more of your purpose. Let's start first here. Identifying if this is really you, or identifying where your boundaries can use some work. I have 3 questions you can ask yourself. The first one being, where am I overextending myself? 2, what can I do to help me feel safer to be myself? 3, are there currently any agreements that I've made that I'm not 100% comfortable with? So ask yourself these 3 questions. These are a starting point to potential boundaries you can work on. How do we actually build these healthy boundaries? I think the most fundamental and simple one-word answer I can give you is this: no. Learning to master this one word is the foundation to learning how to master every other boundary you may have. No is all it takes. And you don't even need to give a reason. You can say it kindly. Be kind, not nice. The difference is kind is out of service. Kindness might hurt or sting, but it's always necessary. Nice is just you're fawning for them. You are people pleasing. That's still people pleasing. You're just telling them what they want to hear, not what they need to hear. That's a disservice. Be kind, not nice, but be firm. You can be kind and firm at the same time with your no. It's very simple, but it's not easy. I'm still learning this myself. I'm there with you. But boundary setting is the number one skill that you can learn to open up yourself to fulfilling more of your purpose, to living a more fulfilling life. Learning to say no and learning to be honest with yourself and honest to other people will take you farther than not playing video games, than not wanking off or whatever, not watching Netflix, because it will protect you from the things that you don't want to do. Say no so you can say yes to more of what fulfills you. If you like this video, make sure to like it, leave a comment on your thoughts, and subscribe. This is Activator Angel. Thank you for watching.